Every developer has been here. You're staring at code nobody documented, digging through old merge requests, trying to figure out why it was built this way. The person who made that decision left the company a year ago. Their reasoning is buried in comment 23 of a merge request that nobody will ever read again. So that's why I made Shepherd. The goal behind it is to be able to extract, make better decisions, and be able to understand why certain decisions were made a long time ago by people who aren't even with the company anymore. So the first thing that Shepherd is designed to do is do a review and look at what's in your code and compare it to decisions that have been made. So you ask Shepherd to do a review, and it will look for violations based on your domain knowledge to give you information about what kind of violations you made based on institutional rules that have been set up by your team. The second flow is going to be extraction, and that's where it can actually look at your team's suggestions and comments and be able to extract information that is going to actually help the team guide things forward. The important thing to note about extraction is that the purpose is when we make a decision as a team to do something a certain way, 6 months down the line when a new developer is brought in that has no idea why we chose to use a certain type of pagination, we would be able to have the institutional knowledge already stored in our process to be able to refer back to. Some people only exclusively want to work in a command line. So for those people, we support a direct command line argument system where they can validate that certain things are updated correctly. They can ask why to see when rules came about, and they can also run many other commands to see why we do things a certain way and what our institutional knowledge comes from. Then on the flip side of that are people that only want to work in a dashboard. And so from a dashboard perspective, we have the ability to add new rules, add new guidelines, add new domain principles to be able to handle institutional and business knowledge on why we do things a certain way as a company. And we can lock in those rules, address those rules, and work with them in a UI that is clean and easy to understand. So with Shepherd, my goal was to create something that didn't focus necessarily on the actual code that is being written and ask how the industry standards are for what you should be writing the code as. What I wanted to do was solve a problem that comes up in businesses, enterprises, and small companies where institutional knowledge gets lost as people leave the company and new people are trained.